Hey guys, and greetings from Egmond aan Zee. It's a beautiful coastal town here in Netherlands. We arrived here yesterday after a long day of hiking in AVD and to meet up with our good friend Ewout de Kroet. He's a local painter who is famous all around the world of his art related to birds. So we have been here yesterday and today looking for any kind of seabirds. Today our plan is to continue doing that, and then we'll have a nice campfire chilled moment with Ewout later today as well on his dune hut.
So Konsta, what do you see there?
It's a sandpiper bird, beautifully in the shoreline of the beach. So it's quite nice. You can get the reflection from the water on the beach. Not a bad way to start the day. So we are currently searching some birds in this beautiful environment with my good friend Ewout de Kroet. We are staying in here in coast of Netherlands a few days, talking about art and searching for birds. And right now, this morning, we have walked around for quite a bit to check what we can see, and then we're gonna have some nice cup of coffee in his hut inside these dunes. So Ewout has kindly invited us to his dune hideout cabin here in Netherlands, and we are gonna have a little barbecue for tonight before continuing our wildlife missions tomorrow. Check this setup up.
So we just left Rotterdam after somewhat relaxing weekend, and now what's the plan, Konsta?
Now we're gonna go and meet up with one of my oldest wildlife photography friends, Ronald and Nicole. They are living in the border of Netherlands and Germany, and they have a beautiful farm over there. Then we're gonna visit them for a few days, see what kind of wildlife we could maybe find with Ronald. And it's gonna be awesome to meet up with him after a long time, so I think it's gonna be great active few days in the forests.
Yeah, so let's get back to it.
Yeah, it's really nice for them.
I think has been a lot of rain since the main road is flooded.
Yeah. I think it's really wet season here in some parts of Netherlands. So there is one great-crested grebe individual that is building its nest for the mating season, and it's a really beautiful place where you have very narrow river place, and if you hide yourself close to the river bend, you can capture beautiful detailed photos of the great-crested grebe. The bird is currently fishing on a bigger lake, so I'm sitting on the park bench and waiting and checking on its moves. And while I wait, there's a bunch of other birds that are beautifully flying just by me, and I can test try all kinds of different photos. And now there's again two geese coming. I think I just managed to get really nice footage of the nest building. I think the grebe is right now on a fishing mission, so I'm hoping that if I find another spot around the river, I could be taking a photo of it fishing and catching some fish. But it's also absolutely beautiful around here with all birds around. But I'm the most invested in this grebe because you can get so incredibly close without disturbing it, and the grebe doesn't seem to be caring at all because it's so many people that just walk past here. What a place. What a stunning result. It was also beautiful when it passed through the mossy green trees, and you could have the highlight just on the bird and just on the trees. I'm really looking forward how the shots turn out, but I think there's a few really nice ones. And about the gear, it's quite nice setup. When you have the 400, you can shoot it a bit more wide, and if you then want to go super tight and get the really close-ups, you can then just flick the teleconverter, and then it's 560. So nowadays it's nice. You can just go 400mm or 560. What a setup. So I have been by myself here in nature for a few hours, as Ronald and Samuli needed to do something else for a minute. It's been nice to just relax by yourself instead of the film crew. But now I think Ronald and Samuli is coming back soon, and then we're gonna go see if we could spot any owls tonight. But Ronald, who we are visiting right now here in close to Venlo, he's my oldest friend that I have ever got through wildlife photography. And I visited this place many times 5-6 years ago, but since then I haven't seen this place again, so it's really nice to visit and just spend some time slowing down and filming the birds and maybe some mammals as well.
found the owl.
Yeah. So we just arrived back to Ronald's place here in Netherlands. We had a great day today in the nature again. I had a lovely photo session with the great crested grebe. And then in the end of the day we managed to find one male little owl that was going around in the farmyard. And it's right now the coupling season, so the mating hasn't started just yet. But we had a beautiful 5-minute long photo session with the owl before it flew away. So this is our camping place for the past 2 days. We are camping in the farm where the Ronald and Nicole lives. And it still works perfectly fine. It's covered up from the wind, and then it's just nice and cozy inside. So not bad at all. Good morning, guys. I just woke up from my rooftop tent. It was pretty chilly night, but of course I have a nice sleeping bags and it was all fine. We have the last day today with Ronald here in the Netherlands, and we go look for some more wildlife with him, if we can see any. And then we head towards one of my family friends' house for a little fresh up, and then we are off to the Alps for the rest of the trip, in hopes for capturing some animals in snow. So it's good to have one more like chilled day, and then it's gonna be also very hectic. So we are currently in Germany, and I've been a long time I have wanted to photograph this piece of Nutria, and there's a little puddle here that has a few of the little baby nutrients. So I will try and lay low on the ground with my long lens and try to capture them swimming on the side. So there's a family that is just next to the river edge here. Such beautiful animals. They have a nest on the other side of the river, and the babies are kind of curious. They are swimming around the lake, and they are not that common, at least in these parts, I think. But there's a big family over there that is swimming all around. So I try to get close to the water with the long lens, and maybe I can get a few photos of them swimming. I think there's one adult or two adults and then at least 4 babies, and they go in and out from their den, and then they come out here to try to find some food. Such a beautiful species. I have never actually photographed before. They can come quite close, so then this long lens is a bit too much, but you still want to have it like naturally instead of too close. So it's really nice.
Casual here, doing his thing. Not a bad place at all. I think it's awful that's a beautiful place like this with Nutrias and other animals. People actually dump batteries here. Like, I think it's awful. So I'm gonna take these to trash and take care of the place. Leave it better when you got here, so that's the important thing.
So we just finished photographing with the Nutria. We had some beautiful encounters with the babies and the parents as well. And in the end we also tried one cool trick with the iPhone. We put it underwater and we could film the babies swimming above the camera, which looked insane. So great to see that footage. But yeah, what a beautiful place. We had 2 days here and some amazing photos. It was nice to follow along how they live their busy life. Yes. There we go. Wow. I think it's perfectly in line.
Yeah,
Look, wow. No way.
that's perfect.
Damn. That's like, you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's,
So now we left the town or the farm near Venlo and
Ronald and Nicole.
yeah, their place, and now we're heading to Frankfurt to your
Yes, family, friends to refreshen a bit for one night there after 2 nights in the tent, and then good night's sleep, and then head towards Switzerland for 2 more hardcore wildlife weeks.
yeah. So we'll see what happens there.